here to game number 2 between Team Liquid and Haverom a Kalauz, however it's pronounced.
Every time it's different.
It's like when I say Lieutenant Morales, man. And we're getting ready for game number 2. They have actually just started.
Yes, they have.
So it's actually a ban on Tyrande and then a ban on Tassadar.
Ooh.
So
Okay, and then
see if I can
a
do
very
this.
quick pick on Sylvanas.
Could be
on
ready
Chris-
for this?
What am I ready for?
Okay, Tyrande is going to be a ban. So we're going to make her real small. And then we're going to do, it was a ban
Tass.
on Tass.
Look at this. Production.
The ban on Tassadar, he'll go way down here. And then Raid to me could be first pick,
Is KT.
KT.
Sorry, Sylvanas.
Sylvanas.
Sylvanas for...
Very interesting.
That is interesting. But he says in the chat immediately after.
What do you say?
What is going on?
Did they make a mistake? Wrong. Sorry. Pick
Ban.
KT. So it was the first pick.
It's a first pick for Liquid, so they just they accidentally picked out of order. Okay, so first pick for Liquid is KT, and then
Gotcha.
for Haverom, they're going for Sylvanas Vikings on Cursed Hollow. All right, so they're going for their tried and true. This was a very dominating strategy for them.
Kill Faust.
What do
And then Sylvanas Vikings.
What
We
is-
saw this earlier on Cursed
Yes,
Hollow.
yes.
So this is Cursed Hollow again. This is a strategy that worked very well for them. This is obviously something that they're good with.
Okay, so we were really theory crafting and trying to explain how you deal with. I don't know what's going on over there. What are you doing?
I'm showing the drafts.
This is
Manually.
very interesting, Jake. I must say, very, very interesting. All right, so anyway, we were talking about how to deal with Vikings earlier because if you guys tuned in, very first game that we cast, Haverom up against Elune Gaming. Again, it was on Cursed Hollow. They had Sylvanas Vikings. They had very strong rotations, and they were able to push very quickly, get a solid level lead, and the game was a disaster for Elune Gaming, right? And we were sort of theory crafting, like, how do you deal with Vikings if you're unfamiliar with this? You kind of do one or the other. You either harass the Vikings constantly and force a lot of multitasking to try to take that advantage away from them and really just clear out those lanes where they're trying to soak, or you take the that 5-man advantage that you have because they're very likely to be rotating heavily with those other 4 heroes, and you punish them for that. And I think the problem that we saw for Elune Gaming was that they were a little wishy-washy on which of those two. You got to commit one way or the
think
other.
we'll see something like Abathur or maybe Falstad as a response to the Vikings
yeah.
very early?
I mean, back when Vikings was very heavily in the meta, Abathur was one of the responses.
What about Brightwing? Arcane Flare hits harder. Is she viable in this situation?
No.
Just shot her down. I'm so sad.
Shut her down. I don't think we're going to see Brightwing right away, if we see her at all. I don't think so. But I'd be happy to be proven wrong. Also, if you guys are just tuning in, Greymane is not available for this event.
Okay, so
He is taken out.
he is banned.
He is too new. Is he? Wait, he's been out for over a week.
Oh, I don't make the rules, man.
That's an interesting call. I'm surprised he's not. It usually is a week, right? Yeah, it is.
Muradin and
Jake, this might be
Zagara.
like the messiest thing I've ever seen. I love it. This is like Jake's finger painting hour. Like just
Muradin and Zagara.
like at least put it on like a blank background. Like what is going on, man?
I mean, I could. Let's produce this. Let's production.
Yeah, they didn't just pick Olaf, Jake. Come on. Populate. All right, guys.
Name.
All right, so we see that Muradin and Zagara were picked up. Zagara very, very strong in this battleground as well. A lot of good vision. Ban is on Thrall. Okay. Still no Jaina just yet, and I would expect to see that to be picked up very soon. Pairs very, very well with Muradin. Trying to remember the warrior that they grabbed last time.
Could be a you proud of me.
I'm so proud. It's at least more legible. All right. What was the warrior they grabbed? Was it Johanna?
Yeah,
I'm blanking.
I think so.
Oh, it's 2 weeks. Okay. Tavros is saying. It's 2 weeks. Two-week cap on new heroes. My bad.
Why is
thought it was
all have a white background? Everything is ruined.
Oh, he's banned. Okay.
Well, that just ruins my day.
Sorry, Jake. Oh boy. A ban on medic. That's. Did they run medic last time? My memory. Help.
I don't remember. I know they were watching. They were in chat.
I don't think that they did run medic.
All right, we're making this cleaner, boys.
It might have been Uther.
Sorry.
There it is. Uther. Okay, so Uther Jaina. I like that they take Jaina away. Jaina Muradin would have been a pretty big threat.
Yeah.
To their Rome composition. They've banned out Thrall as well.
So wait, who's the second ban? Medic.
Second ban is medic.
Second ban is medic. So let's get this here. Creating a new system, boys. Manual. Why are 2 medics?
Oh boy. Okay, I see Falstad picked up. Yeah, bear with us, guys. The draft clients for the websites are apparently down right now. Buggy, something to that effect. We tried it for the very first game we had, and it was picking random heroes. It kind of seemed like so.
That was our backup draft client.
Oh,
even.
okay. They don't know which team is which. That is a fair complaint.
Liquid's on the left. Right? Liquid's KT.
Yes.
I can fix that.
Falstad Monk.
As the last 2. Who's Falstad Monk?
Yeah, that is for Liquid.
Okay, so
And
we
we are left with
Falstad.
the warrior pick. Could be what do they have available to them? Could be ETC, could be Johanna.
This is so hard.
Wait, did they have Diablo last time? No.
I don't remember seeing Diablo. Apparently, I don't have.
Oh no, Diablo's played in Gold League. That's what I was thinking of.
Falstad Monk, and then one final pick on the other side. Just gonna do something just so we can make this a little bit more streamlined for the upcoming games.
Jake's like creating Frankenstein right now. It's just like putting little images, splicing it in his lab, sitting down in the basement. Yeah, it's my creation.
Hey man,
it's got like bolts coming out of his neck and stuff. It's just
dude, we gotta make this easier for the.
Hey, Frankenstein was functional.
Right?
Right? Like it kind of worked.
Okay, and the score is
Ready. Okay, so they did go with ETC for their final
ETC.
pick. By the time Jake gets like this all set up, it's like, all right, match is starting. Get out of here, man. What are you doing? Get all this out of here. Clean it up.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well,
Oh boys, help! Someone send help.
someone send help. Muradin, Zagara, Kael'thas, Karazim, and Falstad on the side of Team Liquid. And Haverom has Uther, Lost Vikings, Jaina, Sylvanas, and ETC.
So they don't have a crazy amount of stun, but if you rotate just a Kael'thas, Muradin, you just throw one other hero, whoever happens to be in that lane, they can make some magic happen. And just pay very close attention to how Liquid is dealing with the Vikings and what their solution to it is, and see how much it differs from what Loon Gaming was doing.
Yeah.
And very, very likely we will see a heavy response to it early to just kind of shut it down. If they get aggressive to the Vikings, you'll see an immediate response to how the Vikings... Like, if you remember, the positioning for the Vikings was always incredibly forward. They weren't scared at all.
No, they never had any real threats. I mean, like we said, maybe they lost 3 Vikings the entire game. But this is, Falstad is like, he's a hunter. He's just going to be looking for those little...
All right, real quick, let's get some introductions. Chris on the Falstad Gurdam Herd is going to be playing Karazim. Yuva is on Muradin. Lowell will be playing Zagara and Hulema. Shad is on KT. That's for Team Liquid's new roster, game number 2. And over on the right side, we're going to probably have Sombrero Man, I believe is on the Vikings. Yes. And we'll get to that bottom lane in just a second. Heavy push for both teams.
Both teams just splitting up. I mean, we see Tractor Carsey low health, Sombrero Man, and Spree Not just really just burning through these towers. The power of Sylvanas being flag spot. We have the same thing here. 2 towers, not even worried about the wall, exactly even in terms of structural damage dealt, and Meriden gets the Stormbolt off right away. Now, Gerdem Herd waiting for the heals if they are needed, but not going to show himself until he really truly has to. And as Shad walks out, throwing down the Flame Strike, they are going to try to make this fight happen.
Well, they got to be careful. Okay, Shad, yeah, is positioning. All right, Chris rotating down. What are they going to try to get done? Spreenot looks to be the target. Gerdem Herd got to be very, very careful. It looks as they will be able to get this pickup onto Jaina very early.
Okay.
Great response.
1 kill picked up, but they did abandon the mid lane. Now,
Yep,
the false they made sure to try to soak that wave before the next wave came forward, and I think they might have lost maybe 2 to 3 minions at a maximum, but
it's worth it.
Yeah.
It's worth it just to at least put the... You're either slowing one of 2 things down. You're slowing down the Vikings, or you're slowing down that rotation crew. And in this case, they chose to really just kind of assault the rotation crew, make sure to slow progress.
Now, although out of all 3 Vikings, Balog does indeed have the best lane clear. Olaf picked off in mid from by Falset, already a Viking lost, and Zagara is just getting this huge push in. Now, she's taking a fair bit of damage, but the towers will start to fall rapidly.
Okay, ATC, I was wondering if that was going to turn into an overextension. Living Bomb thrown out onto it. They did get these towers down. Are we going to see sort of a swap out in positioning Sombrero Man, leaving his Eric down at the bottom, maybe rotate to mid? We'll have to see.
That's my question for you. They took these towers down before that first fight even happened. Why are they continuing to push in? Is it the safe option to go for this fort, or should they try to get
Is it
towers?
safe? No.
Okay,
Balog was taking out top lane.
Yeah, that's
Zagara. She's pushing it heavily. Did we see the Roaches? No, it's actually the creep upgrade.
Creep spread, and then in Venom Spines picked up level 4, which is pretty much the standard.
Okay! Carsey going in is really trying to make something happen. Chris is going to be the target, is able to barrel roll out in this moment. Carsey is the overextended tractor with the Living Bomb, is going to end up falling. Not going to be able to get any additional takedowns, it looks like. And we will see that. Oh, maybe not Carsey!
Nice.
Almost.
Nice power slide. Last
slide
minute is available. But the Vikings being lost means a lot of experience has been lost. They've pushed in. They've only gotten 2 towers, but Liquid is also now taking probably 4 towers. Chris going to potentially take out Olaf again. Yes, they've taken up 4 towers. They have over a level lead. And this Viking style, there's a point where you have to realize it's not going to get the same value, and you have to make adjustments.
Jake punning, and he doesn't even know it.
What did I say?
You said, oh, the problem with the Vikings being lost at this point. It's just like right there. We're back to back. And I even was like, oh, good one. And you're just, boom, like mile a minute. It's, I got to explain this. Pun or not, I'm explaining it.
Oh, man.
All right, lol. Should be able to be going uncontested here. And then, okay, this is a smart trade. They said, okay, we're down a level at this point. We just lost a hero. Not in a good position to try to contest this tribute. We know there's a lot of creep spread in that top lane. Let's get what we can out of this situation, and that is taking a fort. Will they get punished for it? That is the question. The rotation. You on the bottom.
They've already lost a single Viking before this fight even started. Huge damage going off onto Spreenot, and Jaina goes down once again. 2 deaths here for Jaina. Eric falling in the top lane. Experience not being soaked in 2 lanes. Chris actually just going to go get mana and be able to fly back into the action, and Liquid sitting at that full level lead, hitting their level 7 talents.
And what they needed 4 heroes to do in this bottom lane, Zagara is going to be able to clean up that top lane, take out that fort, really even up the structure count at this point, but really in terms of experience, what is it? Haverom Gaming is quite a bit far behind. Almost 2 levels at this point. About a level and a half, I guess, to be fair.
Yeah, definitely a huge disadvantage.
Look at this! Hunt the Vikings. That's what we didn't see.
They knew.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, all right, well, they don't have anyone in bottom lane. That means there's probably a Viking in one of these bushes. Let's punish. Just got to think about that kind of stuff and just check those bushes frequently, and you will often find little treats. It's like Easter egg hunting.
Kinder Surprise, Jake. We're in Europe now. That's legal there. Kinder Surprise.
Really?
Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Oh, no, Jake. All right. After this fight, I'll explain.
Oh, man, I'm so excited. Karazim using that Radiant Dash to get to safety for Carsey with the Power Slide. Going forward, Cone of Cold just barely missing those 2 targets, but Blizzard will connect with the first wave. All things considered, not too much damage was sustained through as Gerdem Herd was able to heal up and Liquid sitting in the favorable position for this second tribute. Zagara already, well, they don't even have their own, they don't even care about the watchtower.
They don't need it. They don't need it, man.
They got creep spread.
All
like,
already in
whatever.
position, pushing out that top lane, really denying this Vikings play. Oh, are they party pushing? Oh, pause. Okay.
Okay, bit of a
Let's
pause.
watch Swift off there.
Yeah, explain to me this thing.
The Kinder Surprise.
Kinder.
I think that's what it is.
Kendrick's Wish Surprise.
All right, so Kinder Surprise is like, it's like an egg. It's like a egg, not like an eggshell. Sorry, it's a chocolate egg. It's a kind of like a Cadbury egg, but it's hollow completely on the inside. Okay, foil wrapped egg, and they put little toys in the inside of it.
Oh, that sounds painful.
That's why it's banned in the U.S. Because
Kids
apparently, like
choke on
little
that.
kids would like bite into it, and they would just eat toys and choke on it. Right? Oh, we're back. But in Europe, it's a thing, and like everybody loves them, right? And they get like little toys on the inside, and it's cool. So Not Easter egg hunting, Jake. It's Kinder Surprise. Okay?
Ah.
You go into the bush and you get the toy. Okay, all right, cool. You get it.
We have the plastic non-edible ones that you can put toys in. My grandpa used to put a variety of things in those when I was a child. He would put, some of them would have little toys, some of them would have like a dollar. No! The heals are there, low health,
okay.
staying alive. He just loves being at low health. Oh! It's
Amazing shot calling, Jake. Okay, good. Mighty Gust to really try to continue to punish this. It looks like Olaf is going to end up falling. Are they going to be able to get a tractor? Wow! That is some damage output.
You could say that tractor got plowed.
Okay. I'll give it to you. They will be able to get an additional 4 off of this. Jake, E. Press E, please. Okay, thank you. Jake's struggling here. It is. It's not even early anymore. We can't even use that excuse.
It's early for my world. It's always early in Jake land. Power slide forward with a nice knockback. Hammer of Justice follow-up, and the big damage will be denied by a nice Divine Palm here of Gerdemherd. Maw connecting just on Uther. Not really a big Maw. They're just going to disengage with it. Not going to push forward into that fort. Just a little bit too risky.
In hindsight, probably a bit unnecessary to throw that out. Yeah. But they have the heroic lead. By the time they even catch up and hit level 10 for the next big team fight, he'll have Maw back off cooldown. Not a huge mistake.
Now, I want to finish my story with my grandpa. Now he would
Jake, no, now is not the time. We have a trivia fight. After Jake.
Okay, mid fort, very low. Chris going to start channeling this. This would, in fact, give Team Liquid the first curse of the game, and due to the heroic advantage, they will get it easily. A lockdown. Jaina is down yet again. The 3rd death, I believe, on Jaina this game. 4th death, and Eric just gets crippled as well.
Lowell doesn't care.
No.
Does not care. YOLO boys, go in behind the forts, and they're gonna get an insane amount of push off of this.
Okay, story time.
Okay, I'll give it to you.
So
it's better be good.
As a kid, we had these little plastic eggs, right? And Grandpa would hide them, and we'd go out and find them. He'd put them outside, and sometimes we'd find $1, sometimes we'd find $5. That's when we knew we were really true esports. A lot of damage going down onto Jave and
oh my god,
Jove. Mighty Gust for the big knockback, forcing their path down. The slow is impeccable on that, and 2 heroes will fall. Tractor and Jaina, 2 heroes dead and out of count. The curse still active for another 15 full seconds.
Yuva.
I'm so bad at this.
You'll get it, Jake. You'll get it. Oh boy. So a great push so far. We got Cigar in the bottom lane, really just counteract. Well met indeed.
Thanks,
Jake.
Soya.
Oh boy. Well, I guess that means Gold League has finished up. Yeah. All right, Carsey trying to go in to counter this. They're still down a talent tier though. Like I said, the experience gap was only going to get worse at this point. Almost 4 levels at this stage of the game.
Okay. So some nice lane clear. And yeah, this bottom lane is completely pushed out. I mean, they're pinned to the wall again, 3 levels down, and they've just got to push out the wave. They've got to push out the creep spread. They actually missed this one with 2 abilities. That's not good.
So, playing Vikings when you're ahead, 3 levels up, like we saw in that very first game of the series of the day, feels great, man.
It does.
Playing Vikings when you're 3 levels down and behind, as play again Vikings, feels bad, man. It's very difficult. With the boat, you can make an argument for making comebacks in teamfights. You can dish out a lot of damage. They have to make some kind of play. I like the attempt to try to go for the boss steal, but Carsey now seems to be in a really bad position. Going for the mosh pit.
Beautifully done. Gets in several targets, but a huge Ring of Frost doing a ton of damage.
Nice.
2 targets down on the side of Team Liquid. This is what they need. Many heroics were spent. They really just have the play again available for Vikings, and ETC trying to lock down Gerdemherd, but he's going to be able to back away. Cold. We do have a nice gravity lapse onto Sprina. Stormbolt connects, but Uther has the heals. There should be enough peel. If Liquid recommits to this fight, it could be bad for them.
Don't think they need to. I think it's just wise for them to back up at this point. They do have the boss pushing down in the bottom lane. That's sort of the saving grace for Liquid at this point. This is a great comeback, though, for this point in time. And they have the Vikings still continuing to soak. This is what's going to get them on the same talent tier.
Yeah.
I mean, continue to start taking fights. They have their own boss to be looking at as well. There's a lot of options that have suddenly become open for Haverom.
All right, so Shad should be aware that there could be a Viking nearby, and Sabraraman starting to wisen up. He's moving Olaf into the bush. He goes, but Shad, just passing ships
running
in the
place.
night. Too foggy to see.
Misheard that one. Oh, it's always funny to me seeing Olaf like running in place. Like he's doing like his running mat
oh,
from like
oh,
you remember that game for the
yeah.
NES,
Yeah,
the
man.
running mat. Okay, hold on. I was like,
All right,
he's doing
nice
his
dodge
jump.
of the gravity laps with the jump. Bottom keep did get very low from that boss, so that is a nice win from Liquid. And they're actually going to start on this top boss, but low health is, scattered it out. They have
Same talent
they're
here.
well aware. Vikings still soaking that
Yep.
bottom. They actually have mercenaries down there.
Falstad going for the tribute as well. Keep that in mind. This could be the time to go in.
Yeah.
Okay, they're pushing him off. Okay, this is really, really smart for Team Liquid. They're getting an advantage in this situation. Continuing to get that soaked for Falstad in the bottom lane. Don't force your hand too much.
Yeah, but Haverom, they want to take a fight now. They want to take a fight before level 16 talents are picked up for Liquid, and this is one of the better windows they're going to have because they've just now hit 15. Losing a Viking right now, not optimal. Baylog goes down, so they need to submit someone to the top lane for that soak. Carsey going onto Lowell, but is it enough? No, they just need to back away.
Okay, we haven't talked too much about talent tiers this game, but Carsey, it does look like it got the damage reduction after a power slide. Every time you see that little purple shield pop up on him, that's kind of like his version of spell shield, I guess.
Yeah, 25% damage reduction, I
Yes,
believe.
it is.
For 3 seconds or 4? Oh, he does have a spell shield.
Oh,
No,
my
he
bad.
did go for spell shield.
My
Okay.
bad. I totally forgot ETC even had spell shield. What a strange. Okay. All right, moving on.
All right, well, Carsey's starting to channel this Haunting Wave just to try to remove the Creep Tumors, but the Flame Strike is enough to stall that out, and the Creep Tumor lives on. Falstad is in. So
First talent. No, first tribute, excuse me, not even going to happen. Gurdam going in for the disrupt.
16, it's here. And
Yes,
the
it is.
Ice Block has to be used to dodge the Storm Bolt, which is a really nice reaction time, and it will be enough for him to back away, but this tribute will go to Team Liquid.
That's 2. Is that 5 in a row? Yes, it is.
5 in a row.
5 in a row.
5 in a row. Okay.
Sombrero Man, no!
Baylog has been short-lived. Oh, play again, bringing his friends and healing on up, and they might try to take the fight. Wailing Arrow has been used,
Oh,
but with
living
no
bomb
follow-up. It
feels
is
bad, man. The chain bomb.
Oh, gosh. Okay, the Mighty Gus used to disengage ETC. Maud just connecting on Jaina. She is surely going to fall, but Ringer Frost did do a fair bit of damage. The heals from Uther trying to keep her alive. Does she have anything to get out of this? No, Stormbolt on her, and she is down. First hero down this fight. Everyone on the side of Liquid has plenty of health remaining, and the Vikings are just trying to scramble the safety.
Yeah, the fight just got really split up at that point. Basically, the fight starts, they get a great chain bomb. Everyone just splits around that path just to try to deal with the tribute being taken, and then, you have supports on the other side of where they need to be to try to save people. Jaina ends up going down for a great chase from Yuva, and they're now set up to get an additional curse.
Yeah.
Take the boss first, why not? Yeah, you have 25 seconds before the support's back up. This is really good shot calling.
But
smart play.
Haverom, they're not that far behind in experience.
No.
What boils down to it. They have that bottom keep very low. This curse is going to be quite dangerous, but I like the fact that we have Eric really just trying to push this bottom lane out to, relieve some of that stress while they defend the boss.
You shall know my curse.
I guess we will know this curse. That's a lot of pressure in that top lane, mid lane as well.
Yeah.
That was his curse. Falstad flying in, looking to perhaps make some plays. Carsey with that spell shield will be able to see that damage reduction for only a couple seconds, though. They got to deal with the boss, or they have to deal with Team Liquid in this mid lane. Rocking a hard place, something like that.
They need 16 real bad.
Yes, they
Mid-keep
do.
is falling, cutting through it like a carrot stick, as Trixler would tell us. And a nice Ring of Frost hitting nothing, with Jaina going to fall very quickly in this. Low health is going to fall. Vikings just dissipating one after another, and Liquid is looking to make their final push in onto this core.
Still have Divine Palm. They have a lot of damage being thrown onto this. I don't see any way that they're going to be able to defend this.
Summoning the Vikings in, too little, too late. The Maw on 3 targets. And that should be just about it. Mighty Gus trying to just kind of buy some more time as they work.
Full health boss. It's like,
Yeah, that's
brutal.
new Liquid roster. Pretty darn good, boys.
The curse is
Nothing against Haverom, but they haven't been tested by a top team just yet. But it does look good. Does look good for them.
I mean,
well played to Haverom, though.
Their adaptation from game 1 to 2, though, was much better.
Yes, it was.
It was a much closer game in terms of experience. They were in a position where they weren't really ever too far behind, not more than 2 levels down, usually a level and a half at a maximum.
For game 2?
Yeah, for game 2, yeah.
No, they were down pretty bad. They were
Early.
down 3 levels at one point.
They brought it back.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. They did a good job. Yeah, like I
That
said,
mosh pit.
playing Vikings, yeah, that was a big turnaround. Even though they lost the boss, they weren't able to disrupt that capture. But, being down 3 levels and they being able to bring it back within a level, despite not really taking any structures that game, it was still very, very well played. So good job to them. Better luck next time, though. Join us again for the next EU qualifier, which is, Jake, do you know?
It's next weekend. I think
Is
it's
it next
just
weekend?
back
Okay.
to back to back.
A lot
to
of heroes
back
coming up,
action.
boys.
I'm gonna try to see if we have any updates on the bracket to see if their opponents are ready. That was a relatively quick match.
Oh, they might be.
It's possible. We're gonna find out.
Mhm.
Now, this is the end of the Team Liquid matchup, of course. So we're just gonna figure out exactly what match we'll be going into next.
Yeah. So they're playing either XPC Gaming or is that Taipon?
Taipon, yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Okay. So I'm not familiar with either of those teams. We'll see. I'll check the player list when we get there
Yeah.
at that time. But that might be what's up next, guys. Perhaps a bit of a extended break. Do we want to wait? I assume
We're
we
going to
do.
get into whatever we can.
Okay,
I mean,
all right.
we're going to go to the admins and see what's going down.
Cool.
And we'll be back as soon as we can, guys. Peace.